Hi everyone, welcome to 2022 and the first behavioral technology show of the year, and the fifth one overall. I'll leave you to figure this one out. One of last year's trends was the growth in low-code and no-code platforms. These are often standalone app development tools, but I'm seeing SaaS HR and people technology platforms incorporating new no-code capability into their platforms too, as a way to allow users to easily build new functionality. For those of you who are not familiar with the term, no-code platforms allow you to easily build complete solutions without needing any coding skills. Low-code tools are similar, but require some basic coding knowledge and logic. No-code development is different from, say, configuring your SaaS HR solution, because your HR solution only allows you to make functionality and setup choices to an existing solution, but it can't change the fundamental design. No-code is essentially a blank page start, and you build from scratch. For those of you who have been around as long as I have, low-code and no-code tools have actually been around for quite a while. Object-oriented program, or OOPS as it was called, arrived in the early 90s and was essentially low-code. But a more relevant example would be your workflow engine in your HR or WFM software, which allows you to create process controls and alerts using its proprietary language and design tools. They're pretty simple to use, and you don't need to be a coder. The difference with modern no-code platforms is that it's not inbuilt back-end solutions, but rather these platforms allow you to build fully functional apps and solutions using drag and drop capability, and the logic and rules are often contained in Excel type environments and standard object configuration. These no-code platforms have become popular as organizations rapidly develop their digital environments where business functions can't wait for the next release of their SaaS solution or their internal IT teams either, or they may be looking for a bespoke solution. In other cases, it may be Mary who's just super keen to develop something based on a great idea. Whilst these tools are generally easy to use, one of the challenges is control around who is using them to build apps, the impact on data integrity and governance, and overall security. But assuming you have all those risk areas covered, there is one other aspect you should think about: the importance of design. Not just data design, but also visual design. As an example, we know there's a strong relationship between the number of options a user has and the time it takes a user to make a decision. It's pretty logical and common sense if you think about it, right? The more choices and options you present a user with, the longer it'll take them to reach a decision. Too many options increase the risk of a user making an incorrect decision, abandoning the activity, or simply being unsure which option to choose. A good analogy is a restaurant menu with 630 options to choose from. Someone had good intentions, but the experience is not great. The point I want to make is creating simplicity in software solutions is important, but it's much harder than it seems. So bring in skilled designers to your projects should you venture down the no-code path. That would be worth its weight in gold in the longer term. Don't rely on Jim down the passage, who's great on PowerPoint, to be advising on design principles such as progressive disclosure, cognitive load, and visual anchors. Designing software is a skill that incorporates technical, creative, artistic, and psychology knowledge. It's also true that when it's done well, you don't notice it. Having said that, the future of software development will continue to get easier with no-code capability. So it may be worth putting design skills on your list of future HR skill requirements. Till next time, take care.